This video will cover the rose apple in general, rose apple species in general, but in particular I will be talking about Roger Meyer's selection of rose apple. Rose apple species has nothing to do with common apple, which is Malus domestica, but rose apple belongs to the family Myrtaceae family, and it is related to guavas, feijoas or pineapple guavas, Suriname cherries, many other Brazilian and Asian fruits, and it also related to eucalyptus. Rose apples originated in Southeast Asia, and so they're tropical. They grow from zones, easily growing from zone 10 and warmer. However, in the protected yards, they can be doing okay in 9B, like in my situation. So I started this plant about 8-9 years ago, and eventually I grafted this plant with Roger Meyer selection, which I obtained from a friend in Southern California, and she grows beautiful, beautiful established tree in her yard. It is important to note that there are no established cultivars of this species, and there were no focused breeding attempts to improve the species for cultivation. All we have is some selected seedlings with good fruit and good production. So some seedlings can be actually pretty bad, and I tasted some in summer in Southern California too. So some pretty bad fruits. So if you tasted once a rose apple from unknown seedling and you didn't like it, it still doesn't mean that you don't like this fruit. You might find a seedling or cultivar, hopefully in future, with very tasty fruit. Okay, this fruit is sweet, dry, if you compare it with ripe guava, tropical guava fruit, but the fruit is very flavorful. It's like, with significant rose flavor in it. So it's like eating very sweet, fragrant rose petal. This tree can be propagated by rooting cuttings, and it all can be grafted. So my tree is grafted, but I also previously made some trees which are rooted. And I'll put a link in the end of this video showing how I root cuttings in general. This tree can be pretty large, but I don't think in my environment it ever will get really large, simply because the climate is not ideal here. We're very hot in summer and a little bit colder in winter that it prefers. So in any case, I will be pruning this tree anyways. And in winter we prune quite a bit of this, because we never have enough wood as it is requested by other people. So we currently don't have actually enough supply to satisfy the needs for everyone in this particular material. So in conclusion, this tree is for everyone in zones 9B protected environment to warmer. And this tree is also highly ornamental. This can be used as an ornamental tree. And the cultivar selection is very important, or seedling selection is very important, because the fruit quality can vary from pretty bad to excellent. And Roger Meyer selection, which I have here, is the best selection I tasted so far.